it's time for News Extra here on KNEB, our program brought to you by Gehring Civic Center. Here again, Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We're very pleased to have Becky Boesen here. She wrote and is going to perform a one-woman play over at the Midwest Theater tonight, the world premiere of Snowcatcher. We also have our producer, Petra, here with us as well. So we're kind of hoping once you hear what this is all about, there are some tickets still available, that you'll go over to the Midwest Theater and catch this play tonight. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, Becky, tell us how this all came about. The play's called Snowcatcher, and how you wrote it, what you were kind of thinking as you did that.
Well, I've always been fascinated with the school children's blizzard. Most of us as Nebraskans sort of know a little bit about that blizzard, but in case you don't, in 1888, there was an unexpected drop of temperature on a very warm, unseasonably warm January day. So children went to school in simple clothing, no warm clothing, and over the course of 4 hours, one of the country's worst blizzards ever hit, leaving children in their schoolhouses. And teachers who were 15, 16 years old had to quickly make life or death decisions about, do we try to stay in our small schoolhouses and outlast the blizzard, or do we send these kids home? A variety of choices were made. Ultimately, about 1,000 children died in this blizzard trying to make it home. It is such a fundamental piece of Nebraska history, and we're almost to the 130th anniversary. So I'm very invested as a playwright and as an actor about issues that face children, past, present, and future. So I wanted to create a piece that focused on realistic history surrounding the blizzard, that connected issues of the blizzard to the issues of the storms of life that kids face today.
Okay. And kids can handle more than we normally think, right?
Well, that's the thing about theater for youth audiences. Children are so sophisticated and so in the moment, and they're such good listeners. And what we find to be true all the time in academic theater is that children end up teaching us, the adults, the parents, about the lesson, So it's always a pleasure to present challenging work to children with some heavier themes. There are a lot of laughs in this show, too, because essentially the protagonist, Hattie, is a 6-year-old girl. And what we know about children is even when faced with hardship, they're still children. They look for the hope. They look for the joy of the situation. And ultimately, that is the underlying thread and the hopefulness of Snowcatcher.
All right. You play 6 characters in this play.
Yes, I do.
That's fantastic. I'll be interested to see how you do that.
Well, it's very interesting because multiple times people have asked if there are costume changes, and there aren't. It's me. So I go from the little protagonist Hattie to her German neighbor Grohl. And it's just a matter of voice and body. And essentially, each of these people who live in the world of this play want different things. So as long as they all show up and fight for what they need, everything goes well.
Okay. This is the world premiere. So like you said, you usually, when you perform something, you go from the eastern end of the state to the western end, and this time it's kind of the other way around.
The majority of my work in Nebraska has premiered at the Lead Center for Performing Arts in Lincoln and then toured the state through their Arts Across Nebraska program. We are so fond of Billy at the Midwest and love this venue and love this community so much that when this opportunity arose to present something the first time here, we were ecstatic about that. So yes, we'll start here and then tour elsewhere.
All right. And you have, you're going to be staying for a couple days because you do some wonderful things with the children that you were mentioning. Tomorrow you have a bunch of matinee performances.
We're so excited about that. We have a 9 a.m. and a 1 p.m. student matinee for children in the community and their teachers. And Petra has been instrumental in putting together just a remarkable curriculum guide that deals with the history of the blizzard, but also some of the more sensitive and personal issues found within the play. It's really important when you present this kind of work to make sure that you provide resources instead of just turning people loose to kind of roll around with the subject. So we're pretty proud of the curriculum guide, and just really looking forward to being able to engage again. We've been here in the past, and we love engaging with the children in Scottsbluff.
All right, we'll take a break. We're going to talk to Petra about what her role is as producer right after this.
Talk about experience. The Gearing Civic Center has hosted over 1 million satisfied attendees in its 23-year history. We are going the extra mile every day to ensure every event goes off without a hitch. Ask anyone that has hosted an event at the Gearing Civic Center, and they will tell you that our staff goes the extra mile to meet their needs. We are professional hosts who make sure everything is taken care of. Call 436-6888 or visit GearingCivicCenter.com and like us on Facebook.
We're back on News Extra. We're talking to Becky Boesen, who's going to do the one-act play Snowcatcher tonight over at the Midwest Theater. We're also talking to her producer, Petra, who has a lot of other things that she has to do while Becky's on stage. So Becky told us about the play and about the fact that it's about this blizzard clear back in 1888, and she kind of plays 6-year-old Hattie and so forth with all these characters. So what's your role in all this?
Well, my role, of course, Becky and I, we have a company together, Blixt, and so when we came up, we wanted to produce something of this is essentially our company's first production. So Becky is a wonderful playwright, also a marvelous actor. So we decided that she would do those duties and I would produce it, which means that I put together the artistic team, of course, in discussion with our wonderful director, Rob McKercher from Doane University. And we have this great team that we brought here to Scottsbluff. We all rolled into town yesterday. And things like making sure that we have lights so we can see Becky, and we have a set, but also that it's a tourable set so we can take it everywhere. We have a wonderful stage manager who helps us make sure that everything goes the way it should, and making sure, like Becky talked about, our curriculum guide, that we have resources for teachers. I've been working a lot with Billy and Katie on just all the logistics. So it's really fun. It's kind of being sort of the spider in the web and connecting all the dots. It's an exciting part of theater.
All right, very good. We only got about 40 seconds left, so everybody get out there tonight. 7:30 is a play, and it's $18 to $20 for the tickets. And you can just go online at MidwestTheater.com or simply call them at 632-4311 to get tickets for tonight's wonderful play. And like I say, world premiere. We appreciate you being here.
We really appreciate being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.